Hi guys, it's Mathilda, obviously, and you know that because you're on my channel. And in this video, I'm just going to talk about the fact that I'm trans, that I'm transgender. And many of you know that because you've been on my channel for a long time, and I talk about that a lot, obviously. However, in this video, this is going to be kind of like an overview of everything that you will need to know about my trans identity, or like my journey, all the hormones, the surgeries, and everything that you would kind of like to know. This is going to be sort of an educational video for those that are new to my channel and just want to like an overview, so you don't have to watch every single video of mine to realize what it's all about. So yeah, that is what this video is going to be all about. Before we get into this video, don't forget to follow me on my socials. They're all down below. Fun time. And also don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It's also down below. That will really help a girly out. But now let's get into this video. Before we get into this video and everything that you will need to know about my trans identity, this video is actually sponsored by Skillshare. And if you don't know what Skillshare is all about, it's an online learning community where you can take thousands of different classes. And as you know, I love Skillshare. And one thing that is really great about Skillshare is that they will actually send you emails about like recommended classes that are well suited for you, which is amazing. The classes that I've had is one about Photoshop, which I recommend so much, and also one with Jessica Kubasi about Instagram worthy pictures, which is also amazing. You know that I love Instagram. And also the one that I'm taking right now is called How to Uplift Your Spirit in Space with Plants. And as we all know, we're kind of indoors a lot right now, so it's a great one. And that one is with Christopher Griffin. Since it is actually curated for learning, there are no ads whatsoever on Skillshare, and it's less than $10 a month. So it's really cheap. However, the first 1,000 people that will click the link in my bio will actually get a free premium trial membership on Skillshare. The first 1,000 people. So click the link in my bio. But now, let's get into this video. So the first thing that I want to talk about is that I'm transgender, and I'm M to F transgender, which means that I was born as a male and then I ended up transitioning into the woman I am today, so male to female. And I realized that I was transgender when I was around 15 years old. However, since you're actually born as trans, I always had the feeling back in the back of my head that something was not really right with me. So I grew up thinking, I thought about gender a lot and who I was as a person. However, when I was 15, I actually watched a TV show about trans people, and I was like, that's me. I'm trans. And I was like, you stupid, how couldn't you notice this before? And that was the day that I realized that I was actually trans and I wanted to transition into the person I am today. And after that TV show, I told my mom that I was trans, and then I ended up going to psychologists, and later I actually, went on HRT. And HRT is a short for hormone replacement therapy. And since I actually am M to F, I started going on testosterone blockers and estrogen. And the testosterone blockers are just to block the natural testosterone in your body. And the estrogen is to help you, start a female puberty. So that is what happened. And you will need to be on HRT for the rest of your life, because basically your body won't ever produce its own estrogen, so I will need to take estrogen for the rest of my life. However, I don't take testosterone blockers anymore because I've actually had my bottom surgery, but more of that later. So the estrogen that I take Divigel, and it's like gels that I take on my thighs every evening. So I will need to do that for the rest of my life. However, it's fine. And after you've started going on testosterone blockers and estrogen, first your muscles will kind of dissolve because you don't have as much testosterone anymore. And then you will start a female puberty. So that means my body hair got a lot thinner, I got breasts, smaller waist, wider hips, and my face got a rounder shape to it. It got more feminine, I guess. And a lot of people believe that if you are trans, you have to have all of the surgeries and everything like that, and that is not at all true. I mean, you can if you want to. However, I've never done anything to my face, I mean, surgically wise. It's all thanks to the hormones, because like the hormones changed a lot actually. And after 1.5 years on HRT, I had my first surgery, and that was a breast augmentation. And that is kind of self-explanatory. You know, I have had a boob job basically. And you get that for free here in Sweden if you are trans, just because like of the gender dysphoria and so on. I'm going to talk about the gender dysphoria soon and explain what that is all about. So I've actually had 2 or 3 surgeries. I've had first the breast augmentation, and then a few months later I had my bottom surgery, which is called the vaginoplasty, which means that I basically have a vag right now. So yeah, that is what the bottom surgery is all about. So I've only had those 2, and then I did like a fixer-upper surgery, kind of like a revision for the bottom surgery to just make everything look as good as possible. So yeah, and now I'm going to explain the last bit, what it means to be trans, and that is the gender dysphoria. So a lot of people believe that if you are trans, everything is like a choice. We just woke up one day and we said like, I want to be trans, I want to have all the surgeries to be a woman. I mean, that is not at all what it's all about. I was born a woman, however, in a male body. So my body was presenting itself as male, however, I was born as a woman, and I've done everything in my life to try to become the woman that I was born as. And I'm not really sure what that is all about. Just some people are struck with bad luck and are forced to live in the wrong body. And I didn't choose these surgeries. That is why we get everything for free here in Sweden if you are trans, just because like I didn't choose this. I have to have all of the surgeries and do everything because of my gender dysphoria. And what gender dysphoria means is a feeling of being incredibly uncomfortable because like your gender identity and your biological they don't match. It's like a no match. I can put it here on the screen, what it says on Wikipedia, and honestly that feeling is intense and horrible, and it's not a choice. I didn't choose this. I had to transition in order to live a normal life. I wasn't happy in the way that I was born, and I would never be happy. I mean, psychologists here in Sweden, there's no cure for gender dysphoria. The only cure for gender dysphoria is to actually transition into your true self, your authentic self. So yeah, that is what it's all about. I think I've covered everything. Like I think I covered when I came out, the hormones that I take, the surgeries that I've had, and gender dysphoria. I'm not sure that there's anything else to cover really. I think that I've covered everything. So yeah, if you have any questions, you can just tell me below. And also I have a lot of videos on my bottom surgery, my breast augmentation and everything like that. So if that's something that you're interested in, you can just go and watch those videos. So yeah, but if you like this video, please give it a like, comment, subscribe, and also the little bell icon to get future notifications whenever I post. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.